Really.
What's the most outrageous thing you ever read?
Um,
All right, welcome. This is DIY Artist Talks. I'm your host, Moanzy.
And I'm Dani Antal.
And we're talking about all the things DIY related as a musician, experiences that we share, and it's all uncut. Today we are in the location called the Boshalte in Amstelveen, near the Amsterdam forest. We're always on a different location, and it's very
But
uncut.
this is kind of like your home.
I'm a lot of times on this location. It's a gorgeous location.
Yeah.
If you're nearby, you should check it out.
Yeah.
And today we have a guest. Could you introduce yourself?
yeah, hi, my name is Alexandra, and I'm a musician and a content creator. That's
Cool.
pretty much, everything.
Nice. Yeah. We were
What else
very.
you want to know?
We were very interested in talking to you about the subject of content creation and being an artist. That's the main topic that we're going to discuss today. We talked about social media. Me and Dani, we talked about social media a lot of times, but it's very interesting because. Can I have your experience on social media? Are you pro or you're not pro? Because last time we talked, you kind of wanted to ditch social media. Are you still on that part of the spectrum, the social media spectrum?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Only reason I use it is a necessary evil.
And then I'm more of a pro, and that's why it's very nice to have you tonight. Well, it's not night. It's
almost
this
nighttime.
afternoon on the podcast. Yeah, because when did you start doing social media, and are you doing social media full time?
Now I am, yeah. So I used to, well, it's a long story, but I've been doing content informally and inconsistently for years because I've always as a musician, I'm also a young millennial. And so like I was born into I grew up into the time where like people were just posting covers on YouTube. So like I was always doing that, but never with the goal of like trying to do anything. It was just to share with my friends and feel like I was taking music seriously. And then over the years, as I grew up, I started to after school, I got jobs in marketing. So then social media just became the thing that I was doing anyway. I started to learn more about it from a business perspective, like how you do it to grow and things like that. And then I was like, why am I doing this to grow businesses? I want to do this to grow my own music.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So then, I want to say 1 year ago is when I started to seriously take content creation.
Start of 2025.
Start of 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I had been like doing it again. Like I've never really stopped. I did take one break at some point, but I've never really stopped. It was just always inconsistent and not really serious. And then 1 year ago, I was like, I want to try to do this seriously and see what happens. And now I've been doing it for 1 year. And
Crazy.
then in November, I was like, I think I want to do this full time. So I quit my job, and that's where I am now.
Cool.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
It's been really fun. I've learned a lot, and I find a lot of the stuff that you're posting about being creating content very relatable. Like
Nice.
the ups and downs. There's ups and downs. There's
Yeah,
like
for sure.
emotional sides to it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice to finally be using my skills for my own stuff and not for businesses. Not for my employer anymore.
No, for sure.
And
That's the
I'm
good thing,
still
of course.
learning.
The good thing with being focusing on content creation is you're your own boss, right?
Yes,
so the more
yeah.
you put into it, the more you get out of it.
Yeah.
And if you do content creation for someone else, you're doing a lot of effort for someone else. So I understand a lot of artists they love to dive deeper in it, but I'm wondering, what is your main thing that you do for content creation? Because I know, of course, a lot about you already, but for our viewers and for Dani, it's interesting. Is what kind of content do you make?
So I make a mix of my background is being a mixed kid or a third culture kid, and that's my biggest source of inspiration. I mainly make comedy, lifestyle content, basically like making fun of myself for being like half Dutch, half Indonesian. And I grew up in Singapore. People don't really know where I'm from, and I have fun confusing people with where I'm from. And it's just like stuff that I joke about at home with my siblings, and now I've turned it into videos, doing different accents, speaking in different languages. Yeah, skits and lifestyle content, really.
Nice.
And then I share music as much as I can, because ultimately I think that's the thing I'm trying to highlight is this is the artwork I'm trying to share with the world at the end of the day. But yeah, I also have fun like acting and performing and things like that. Yeah.
Sounds fun to make. How do you have a way to tie in the comedy aspect of your content with the music? Is that something? Is that a bridge that you're trying to cross, or is
It's definitely a bridge I'm trying to cross, and I think it's also a challenge I accepted when I said let's do content creation full time or take it seriously 1 year ago. Because I used to feel like I had to choose between being a musician, and I think I might have shared this with you a little bit a while ago, but I used to feel like I have to choose between being a musician and being like a funny content creator who like performs and does silly skits, and I thought that you can only be one or the other. And then like I guess the older you get, the more frustrated you get with like having to fit into different types of boxes. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Just because I don't see any musicians doing skits and successfully being a musician, or I don't see any content creators who also want to do music or something completely different, doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. Like, why shouldn't I try to mix it and see if I can?
I think in the end, it's what you're known for. Of course, combining a lot of things together it could work to support to promote one of the other things. But I think at one point, just get known for a certain thing. The videos that I got known for is because I got into trouble making music, and that's now something that people see on my socials. Even though I'm still trying to say, "Oh, come to my show," but it's still hard to connect one to the other. It's like making funny comedy skits and then doing a show and be like, "Oh, come to my show." It's like, have you ever tried to see how many people on your social media would go to your music or would go to like a live show of yours? Do you have any indication of like?
So no, not so much with live shows yet, because I think the content creation started, the serious content creation started after I took a break from live shows. So I haven't done both at the same time yet.
Okay.
And then with Spotify streams, I think it has made a bit of an impact. I haven't really been tracking it, but I've noticed that people find my songs through, of course, because I put it in my link in bio. And then as my following on social media grows, people become curious and they click. And then I've noticed, oh, okay, I have not been promoting the song, but the streams have gone up last month. Oh,
that's cool.
Which happens to line up with this content doing really well last month. I also write songs about my cultural background. So it's natural. It also feels like a natural connection for, like, for example, I have I have an Indonesian following. And I wrote a song for protests that were happening in Indonesia last year. And I noticed a link between like people who like me for my general Indonesian content and people who were curious about the song. And I think it's all just, it's all connected at the end of the day.
Nice. Would you say rough percentage estimation of how many people who find you? Because the biggest platform you work on is
the biggest platform is Instagram. But
okay.
I always cross-post everything, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah, same for me as well. Yeah, same for me as well. I never really dabbled in Twitter or stuff. Even though in Japan they use Twitter a lot. So that's kind of a missed market for me since I do things in Japan. But no, Twitter is also not something or Twitter it's called X now.
X,
sorry, I'm such a boomer.
No, it's not. I don't think people like us want to be on Twix and Twix. X.
Don't even know what it's called anymore.
I can't even get it right.
Twix is cool.
That's a good twist.
I like that. No, okay, interesting. So could you just a vaguely percentage of how many of your followers, percentage-wise, would also listen to your music? Would it be 20%, 30%, or like?
Oh, I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at the moment at keeping track of all my metrics consistently.
Okay, yeah. Same for me though. I mean, I'm interested in it, but not something that I also calculate.
I'm very curious. I should look into that. I wonder as well. Yeah.
No, because I remember talking to my manager in Japan, building up more Instagram traction, and he asked me, "Oh, what is the inversion
inversion rate.
Yeah, inversion. Yeah,
conversion rate.
Conversion. Yeah, that's what he said. Towards your streams, and I was like, I don't know. And then I was kind of like checking it. I was like, I mean, I don't see much of a difference actually. Yeah. So it was like, okay, so we need to work on how to convert these people. Is that the right thing to say?
Yeah.
Convert these people into active listeners. Like, okay, but how do we do that?
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know.
That's the $1 million question.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's also what I'm interested in. And I'm also very, because I love your approach of like, as an artist saying, oh, I'm just going to focus on creating content, not necessarily music related, and I'm just gonna see if I can convert that into streams or into like funding, your music with it.
So you kind of did two separate things, if I get it right. So you wanted to work more on your own terms. So you made social media a source of income.
It's becoming a source of income.
Yeah, all right. So that's what you're working on, and that should be enabling you to work even more on your craft as an artist.
Hopefully,
that's the idea.
That's the goal for
That's
sure.
the goal.
Yeah.
That's cool. Though. That's cool. Yeah,
Definitely.
That's awesome.
Would you be disappointed if the content creation is just gonna blow up at one point, and there's not much more time to make music?
Good question.
I mean, I think I would always try to make time for it, especially my thinking. I don't know because I'm not there, but if my content were to blow up so much and I was getting brand sponsorship,
Yeah, exactly,
I don't know what to do with my time. I would think that by then you're successful enough on social media that you don't have to be always on, and you can like take a step back and make more time for music. My thinking, and this is maybe my marketing brain because I worked in marketing for so long, but like once your brand is strong enough and people are paying attention to your content, I think that's when you can afford to take a step back and not post as much. But when nobody knows you, there's more pressure to post a lot and make a name for yourself. So yeah.
Do you have a posting schedule?
I try. I'm not the most organized person, but I try to post like at least 2 to 3 times a week at the moment.
That's cool.
I think a lot of experts say you should post more than that if you want to really grow, but
Fuck the experts.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm seeing so many of these videos of like people telling you how to make videos, just so their videos get more successul. So I'm like, nah, man. I am a person who always says just do whatever you can in your own way.
Yeah.
And
I haven't posted in a week now, but I'm like haunted by it.
no, don't
there is an anxiety that comes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I should
This is not good
are they
for my
forgetting about
metrics.
me? Yeah, exactly. It's so
just fearing the algorithm. You know? It's like
and then you do the scroll, and then you see someone on social media like stay consistent.
Oh.
I'm not consistent.
But that's the thing, like consistency I think is all that matters. If it's like once a week, like okay, it's not 3 times a week, it's not 5 times, but still once a week, like you're showing up, like I think that's good enough. And also
That's
like
consistent too, yeah.
everybody connects with, like I like a lot of different types of content creators and I don't like them because they post a lot. Like I like them for different reasons. Like, I like this girl because I relate to her makeup style, or I like this guy because of the things he thinks or whatever. And I think like that's true. And like some people just like you because of the sound of your voice or the way you pronounce it. Like people are weird, you know,
people are weird for sure.
Good point.
I think there's a space for everyone on the internet as long as you just, I don't know, maybe I'm overly optimistic, but I think there's space for everybody and you will find your community if you just keep doing you. And
I believe in it too, for sure.
Yeah.
There are enough weird people that would like my music.
Same.
No, it's very reassuring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any days that you would not post, like for example on a Sunday or something, or a Monday or anything?
Not really, no.
Right.
I think I used to think that, like, again, marketing has also changed a lot.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Like in the past it was like, oh, you should post on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because that's when businesses are most active, and it should be around noon because that's when everyone's taking their lunch break. I don't think it's that serious anymore. I think it's like, if you post good content and you show up, like that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right about it as well. Do you use AI for like certain things?
I use I'm gonna be so honest.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I use ChatGPT like just to bounce ideas.
make scripts and stuff.
Yeah. And I feel like I need to say I don't use ChatGPT like at face value. I I fact check things. Because somebody left me a comment the other day on one of my skits saying like, oh no, you use ChatGPT, and I was like, well, not like exclusively.
More as a tool, you know, to create.
Yeah, to like just like quickly bounce ideas off of it. And I'm not trying to endorse ChatGPT either. It's just like I use it like I use
Autotune.
like
I don't know. I'm just saying like for example for me as well. Like I think AI at the moment for artists are in a negative light. But I see AI as the same as I see Autotune and how that kind of came up. And people saying like, oh, if you use Autotune, you're not a real singer, you're not a real artist, you can never make it in the industry, blah, blah, blah.
I think everybody uses Autotune.
Yeah, now it's an industry standard, you know. So for AI, I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Eventually, but
of course, I mean, I know
think the use of AI is definitely more harmful than Autotune. Autotune was more of a principle question, and I think this is more also about
moral.
Who are you enabling if you start using AI? But I feel like bouncing ideas with a chatbot. That's what I do often as well, because it gives you some fresh thoughts.
Yeah.
For
You know,
sure,
but
for
I get.
sure.
I mean, I've asked it to like script some posts and stuff, and then whenever I read it, I'm like, nah, this is
Yeah.
so generic.
No, yeah, for
I'm
sure,
never
for
going
sure.
to use this, but it's also good, and I know, all right, that's a direction that I'm definitely not
no,
going
exactly.
to. Thank you,
exactly.
chat.
No,
Bye.
I like that as well. This is how
Yeah.
if you're like doubting for like certain lyrics, also for music wise, and you see like you spit out you ask ChatGPT to spit out lyrics, and you'd be like, well, that's horrible. Good, because we can move on. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because do you use AI for your music?
I have not for the track generation, but like I have again bouncing ideas for lyrics.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
is there
exactly.
another word that rhymes with this? Because I don't want to use this
No.
word. Like,
Yeah,
things like
exactly.
that.
I mean, you know,
yeah.
back in the days, I was going to like rhyme sites, like what rhymes on Garage. You know, it's like I have no clue. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just look at the shit up, and then some ideas start flowing. Like, oh, okay.
I didn't know this was
Orange?
a word. Yeah. It does help for sure.
No,
Yeah.
exactly,
It speeds up things. And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I think no, I have nothing else to add to that. I do that as well.
Yeah, no, fair. And do you also produce yourself?
I do. I don't master or mix.
Okay.
I outsource that, but I do create my tracks myself. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Do you just to get a big technical? What kind of equipment do you use?
I use Logic Pro as my DAW. I use like the Focusrite Scarlett what do you call it? Interface.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then a little Shure microphone for the house.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the model is. I'm so
Yeah,
good at
the
this.
SM7B.
Not
no?
SM7B, but it's like one step down from that.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's better for like untreated rooms.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you know.
It's like
you use, but yeah.
MX something. But
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those.
those things.
And then mainly MIDI, honestly, for the track at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were also talking about recording some episodes ago, and I think this year I started to kind of like record more live elements in my music.
Oh, cool.
Because I use also MIDI a lot. I loved MIDI because I was like, oh, it's nice, you know, it's always
easy,
clean audio and blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. But I think, you know, with the rise of AI, it's also nice to hear rawness.
Yeah.
You know, I would
agree.
record my guitar with my phone. I
Yeah.
told Dani a couple episodes ago, I would just use this in a track because it just sounds like it's real. You know, and that's kind of what I love at the moment.
Yeah.
It's also an emerging thing, I think. But it's funny because I'm getting better at MIDI, and so now I'm using it a lot. Especially on my next record, there's going to be a lot of elements with MIDI files.
Yeah,
and
MIDI,
stuff.
MIDI still okay. Yeah. I
Nice.
thought you were the live guy.
Well, yeah. for the upcoming record, not so much.
Okay.
So you sing and write songs as well?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we started to meet each other as well.
Yeah. We played a show together, and then
How many years ago?
and then we hit it off.
Yeah, last year. I think last year we
Exactly a year ago.
Yeah, in
little
January.
more
Yeah.
than a year ago.
But as well, I mean, when I
Yeah.
met you was also last year ago.
Yeah, it was about a year
2025.
ago at this point.
2025 was the year, guys. I mean,
No,
That's when the
we don't need
connections
any
were
more
made.
people. This is it.
no, it's very nice. It's very nice. I'm also wondering, since social media for me is a big topic, and I still have questions, but there might be. I don't want to hear exact numbers. I'm not going to ask you how much you earn. But, maybe I do. But maybe for now, I'm curious how finances work in social media. Who's paying you? Is it the sponsors? Is it the platform?
Yeah.
What
It's a good
platform?
question.
I'm just curious.
I love,
yeah.
and I don't think we talk about this enough because a lot of people are like, I just quit my job and I became a content creator.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And I'm like, how did you do that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
how are you
I'm just
affording
curious.
your life? But for me, so I've been working a 9 to 5 for a while now, a few years now. And thankfully was in a place where I could start saving for a few months ahead. So when I quit my job and I said I'm going to do this full time, I had budgeted ahead for like my bills for a few months already.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's not because my content suddenly became super successful or something. And
just to focus.
yeah, just to focus really, because I was like, it's clearly going somewhere and this deserves time as well. And but then with money for content, so far I've been paid by the brand like that wants me to promote their product.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And I have to learn how to like ask to get paid by brands as well, because a lot of brands just want to give you free stuff and say, here are the free, you just mention it on your story, and then, you know, it takes a lot of time and effort to make this video. Please pay me for it. That was not a comment at any brand. It's just an example.
No. This is how it works. Yeah, exactly.
It's what I've been noticing. But yeah, I think it's really just asking the brand to pay you.
Yeah.
I also teach English on the side, so
that's nice.
I do that remotely. I do have some like it's a part-time job, and I think you teach as well.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like quite common. I think that a lot of people like have a little side job to
100%.
keep the bills paid.
It's the same as this beautiful place we are in now. I organize events here, and I get paid to organize these events. And it is music related, so everything I do is music related. But no, it's not like you're an artist, so you just perform, and that's how you earn your income. It's always like, you know, a different kind of source of incomes. Yeah. But I'm just wondering, so brands, brand sponsorships. I mean, this seems like an amazing opportunity to be a content creator and to get paid by sponsors just to sponsor their products with their ads, and that's kind of how you can finance the job.
But it does also seem a little bit like there's a lot of work in it, because you have to probably approach, you have to be proactive, and you have to make sure that you're not being undersold.
Exactly.
So,
making your own deals
must be challenging.
100%. It's basically like a full-time. It's almost a full. It could be a full-time job. 100%. Honestly.
Maybe more. More hours. You know, for sure.
I've lost brand deals because I just didn't reply fast enough.
Oh wow.
Shit.
And I was like, oh shoot, I actually really liked that brand, and now they won't reply me anymore. That was another reason. One of the motivations for quitting my job was like, I think I need to be available for this if I want this to grow.
That makes sense. Yeah.
How many times would you get DMs by brands more for like in general, like how many times would you get DMs or emails or like
inconsistent? I would say
inconsistent.
Not a lot. Like several times a week, but not every day.
Okay.
And the volume is not always the same. So some days I get like, I think the most I've had is like 3 in one day. And it's not always good.
No, exactly. No, that's what what's my following up question. Like how many times do you get a good offer? Because probably there's some offers that are like maybe even on a scammy side. It's like, oh, this is just not even an offer. It's just
it's a good question. It's not very often. It's very few. So that's why you also have to like do the outreach yourself. And follow up with brands. And, hey, I emailed you yesterday. Did you see it? And things like that. Yeah, it's been a learning journey.
100%.
It's been such a learning journey.
When did working together with brands for your content become a realistic thing? Like, was there a certain number you hit, or was there something of a threshold that you can describe, or was it something that you actively started like look out for?
A mix. I think it's a mix. I'm lucky that my content has been also growing. Like my following has been growing and my engagement has been growing, which has of course given me the confidence to consider leaving my job and trying this. But I also decided to bet on myself. Like I made a bit of a calculated risk. Like I'm good at marketing. This is the most confident I've ever been as a person. I've overcome a lot of insecurities. Life is short. I'm not getting any younger. I want to.
It's a good argument.
Do you feel pressure by getting older?
Not a little bit. Not so much about like I think I used to be like, oh, if I'm old, then nobody will want to work with me. But it's not that anymore. It's more like I don't want to spend my best days where I'm still energetic and like happy and able to move around and create things working for a company full time. That's the main thing. So it's like I want to give this a shot now, and maybe like 2 years from now I'll say, I'm done with content creation. That was not for me. Now I know, but I want to know that, and I have to try it.
No,
and
for sure.
So that's what I mean by like life is short. Like if I don't try it now, like I'll be working at this job for I don't know how many more years. I'll always have an excuse for not trying it. So
Nice.
Took a bit of a risk there, and
it's cool. What about the platforms itself? Because I remember hitting the threshold, for example, 1,000 followers on TikTok. Then TikTok kind of like sends you like, oh, you can go live now, and then going live can also earn some kind of income as well. So what about the platforms you use? Do you get paid out by the platforms? I also heard Facebook pays you for like
I don't know.
hitting
That's
thresholds.
probably why I've started to see more content creators go on Facebook.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, yeah. I've seen.
Okay, okay.
There's like a certain threshold. I think if you hit
I didn't know Facebook was still a
5,000.
thing.
No, 100%. I also didn't know.
I
But
see.
yeah, I also got like they send me videos like, oh, if you you can monetize on Facebook and they pay pretty well because they have ads or something. I don't know how they generate income, but then I checked it, but I'm not
Are you gonna do
eligible
it?
yet because I have 2,000 Facebook followers and you need. Yeah, just because you cross post, you know. Yeah, and
That's true.
yeah, but I think you need 5,000 or up to 10,000 or something before you can monetize.
Okay.
I think same goes with other platforms as well. Because I was wondering how, if you know anything about that, if platforms pay the content creator.
So I feel they do. I don't know how it works in the Netherlands.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like it's country specific, and I really want to know as well because I've got to pay my bills.
Yeah, no, 100%, right? You know,
But like,
yeah.
I know that Instagram and TikTok do it, and I know for sure in the US content creators are getting paid through the platforms. I think in the UK as well. It's always those like the big countries with the biggest markets like US, UK, I think Australia, but I don't know about the Netherlands. I think we have some EU rules and I don't really understand yet. But you can get like gifts on Instagram.
Yeah. Same on TikTok as well. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you gotten
if
paid
you go
through the
live,
platform?
for example, they have currency on TikTok. You like these coins you can
Yeah.
buy,
Oh, yeah,
and then
I've
you
been
can
seeing
just
that.
throw them around if you go on people's live streams and stuff.
Have
Yeah.
you done that? Because I haven't tried.
Yeah, I have tried it because when I hit this threshold of 1,000, I was in Japan, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I can go live right now because they will tell you need to go 3 times live before you can monetize on it. So I was like, let's just do it now. Now that I'm on touring, I'm around. So then I walked around a couple of times with my camera on and just talked with random people. And sometimes after the streams, I got like 20 cents, 30 cents.
Damn.
People just, they come by, they throw you a coin.
Numbers.
Toss a coin
God.
for your Witcher, they say. No, no. So yeah, it was something that I kind of want to get into because I think it would be very, I don't want to say easy money, but if I can do live streams where I can make music. Instead, because now I was walking around with my phone in my hand, but I think if I can connect my instruments and I can like busk online,
Interesting.
that's something that I want to work on this year.
Yeah.
That's a good
Talking
idea.
about that.
Yeah. I need to kind of like still
That would be really
set this up.
honest, and I think it's such a unique way to connect with the people who follow you as well, because I've noticed a difference for me as a consumer of content. Like there's a singer that I really like. I love it whenever he shares songs and music through reels and posts or through Spotify, the usual ways. But then I happened to catch him live one day and it was just him in his room like playing piano and singing. And I was like, I didn't know your voice was this beautiful, you know? And like it felt like being at a show, but like online, and like in between songs, he's like sharing about his grandfather who just passed away, and like I was like, oh my god, I'm connecting with you in such a new way, and yeah, I think it's worth looking into for sure.
Nice. Are you considering going live yourself?
I wanted to, yeah. I've done it like informally just to try it out. But yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Any platform you want to focus on, or?
Honestly, not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure.
What about you, Dani? Because I don't think you ever. I mean, you like live as in going outside the house,
Actual
playing
live
in
shows
front
in
of
a
people.
venue,
But
yeah.
what about like going live online?
I mean, yeah, I think it'd be fun. Ever since Corona happened,
Yeah.
there was an
market for
immersion
it.
of live events happening online.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people doing creative stuff, and ever since, I've been learning to live stream myself, actually, with the idea of setting up these kind of live shows,
Right,
like
yeah.
on a stream. But then I kind of started wondering, like, even for that, you also need like a following to make it worthwhile. At least that's how I look at it. Like, it's nice. Like sometimes I see people trying it, like smaller artists, and then there's like 2 people live, and like, this is sad.
I mean, it's all about the
And then
consistency, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's,
what Alexandra
I guess so.
said,
Yeah.
it's consistency.
I mean, there's definitely some rags to riches kind of stories where people start with like those 3 core members that keep coming back.
Yeah,
to
no,
live stream,
exactly.
and then
Yeah.
eventually you know, it becomes like
grows out to more.
grows to more. So yeah, I mean, it's not really a priority of mine, but it's definitely something like
On your mind.
I could already do it at home. I think I could probably cook something up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, now that we're talking about it more often, I do think about it. But
That's why we have these talks.
that's why we have
share
these talks, man.
experiences
Yeah.
and really nice to get to know you as a person, but also what you work with and how your things, how content creation works with being an artist. And it's no, I think it's time to wrap up the conversation.
Yes.
But
Sure.
yeah, I just wanted to wrap up with a couple of yes and no questions.
Sure.
Good.
If you decide to become an artist, would you suggest people to also dabble in content creation, like skits and stuff?
Can I say it depends? I'm sorry.
Okay, elaborate.
I think that everybody can have their own goals. Like if your goal is to be like big and get known and really sell lots of songs, I would say yes. And
Nice.
at least try it. I would say it's a very handy marketing tool, and I think that how you sell and promote music is changing so quickly, and it's not just about posting your cover art online anymore and just being like, it's on Spotify, go check it out. Like I think you have to build a relationship with people, and unfortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you feel, it is like social media helps you find community and stay in touch with them and give people a reason to care about why they should listen to your music. But I don't think that you have to feel that way. Sorry, I know I'm not answering your question.
No, it's
so
okay,
directly.
it's okay. You know, the more you talk, the better.
I don't want to yap too much, but I feel like I also believe that not everybody has to want that. I also think that you can just make beautiful music and play at your local bars, and like if you're fulfilled, like that's all that matters. If you're like, I'm connecting with my people and that's all, you don't want to be on social media, I think that's fine. Like it just depends on your goal. And
Do you think an artist can thrive without social media?
I think it's possible.
Cool.
I think it's possible. I think anything's possible.
Okay, fair. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Very optimistic.
yeah. No, I like the
Like a blanket
positivity.
statement.
Exactly. I have one last question. It might need also elaboration, but I think we still have time. Do you need, as a beginning artist, a lot of artists they don't make social media content because they don't have the right tools? Would you say it matters? You have to have right tools to start, or you can start whenever.
Oh, you can start whenever.
All right,
Yeah, you
fair,
can totally
fair.
start whenever.
Just start recording.
Just your phone or whatever camera you have, and if it's just you and your piano, like people sing in their bathrooms for the echoes, and those go more viral than somebody with a microphone.
No, 100%. Sometimes
High-end content is not always the
No, right,
good ranking
yeah.
content, of course. That's
I hate it when you make like an amazing video and it takes like days to make,
Yeah.
and it makes nothing
12
happen.
views, yeah.
Yes, and then you have a shitty video and it booms. It's like, hey guys,
What did I do this for? Yeah.
I think that's why you should always start recording. Doesn't matter what you have, just start recording.
I know. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
that's a very good point.
I like that.
Just to don't wait around and tell yourself that you need, like, first I need to buy a good mic.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly.
Just
I need to
start
have
right away.
this rode to interview
Rode.
people.
Everybody's using Rode or
Yeah.
what's the other one? DJI. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
have to
Exactly.
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
that now.
We're one
I
of
feel
the
like
cool
another
people
big
now.
issue is, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, the other big issue is like just worrying that people are going to judge you. I feel like
Yes.
Yeah.
like, do I
Yeah.
need the right tools, or okay, I have the tools, but is so and so going to think I'm stupid or cringe?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
doing
for
this?
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. You will always be for someone.
Always
Yeah.
will be. It
Yeah.
doesn't change,
Exactly,
unfortunately.
exactly.
Do you guys
Yeah.
struggle with that?
I'm starting to a little bit actually, but I wanted to. I put it on the list of topics that we can
talk about.
talk about
nice.
is
I
the
love that, I
haters.
love that. The haters.
Because
that's a good one.
I've expanded to YouTube and TikTok. Well, TikTok is not really going great. Like I still have like 3 followers.
You're
but
new
I'm
to
like,
it. You made it
yeah,
like what's it? 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Don't
but
be harsh on
I
yourself.
expected more of it. But now on YouTube, sometimes I get traction and sometimes I don't. And I look at the comments like once every 2 weeks. I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
But I did see some comments where I'm like, you don't have to say that.
People
like,
are
Yeah.
you don't have, and
internet
like
is
very
fucked.
specific
I
things.
know.
Like,
I know.
so that's kind of weird. And at first, I saw a lot of content creators being online and treating the whole haters kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's part of the gig, suck it up. And now I'm dealing with it. I'm like, oh, I don't have a great following, but I'm already dealing with it. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's actually not nice. No, it can really hit you.
All right. Okay. Great.
But
Last question then.
that's yeah.
Have you ever encountered haters?
Yes. Every day.
How do you how do you deal with it?
I just keep going. I just keep posting the next thing and
So you never reply on haters.
replying. Sometimes I have. Okay, so I saw your story the other day about like how it makes you feel sassy. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I was like, yeah. I think sometimes it is good to, sometimes you can just say something back and it helps you reclaim ownership. It's not about, like for me, it's not about winning an argument. It's just about, this is my space, this is my content. Yeah, you'll never win. Exactly. And it's about, taking up space again and reminding yourself, this is my content. I can say what I want here.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's not worth my energy. Sometimes the comments are so ridiculous. I'm like, you know, like reading.
What's the most outrageous thing you ever read?
I think like, you're not Dutch, you're Chinese.
Whoa.
I'm like, what?
Okay.
I'm like, do you know me?
Oh my god.
It's I'm like, let's go look at.
Damn.
Yeah, it's so.
That is crazy. But usually, when I also see these reactions, these comments, and you check these profiles, they're like, or they don't have a profile picture, or they have no followers, no following. Yeah, I'm almost thinking, you know, maybe they're bots and they're trying to ruin the society.
Yeah,
you know?
I think a lot of the times I think it is. Yeah.
Right. That shit is just outrageous, man.
Yeah. There was a guy who followed me. And would leave hate comments on every video, and I was like, "Why are you?" I mean, it's
That's
probably
a lot
a
of
bot.
effort.
No, for sure. You have. That's also a thing. People follow you because they want to hate on you.
I know. I was like, "This is ridiculous." I just blocked him. I was like, "Why
that's
are
good.
you here?" Yeah.
True.
That's the other thing is like I used to feel bad about blocking people. I'm like, "Oh, I should keep this a transparent space, and I shouldn't like censor anything." But I'm like, you know what? This is also my space. Like, I don't want to open my Instagram every day and be confronted with this. And if you're only going to hate, then. Oh, actually, the most ridiculous thing I heard was someone said that my skits, which were just about tongue twisters, like nothing controversial, were like seeing cancer on his feed. And I was like, that's a very intense comparison. Yeah. It's really...
The internet is just fucked.
Yeah,
it's just funny.
God, because
That's why I think it's a necessary evil, man. Because it's like you're also dealing with that portion of the internet, which is like a big portion actually. So yeah. If I may, like, do you think being a woman online affects how people react to you? Because I do hear a lot of stories about that. Like,
yeah, thanks for asking. I think
I would think so. Yeah.
I think that's an important point to maybe.
Yeah.
Smart one. No, definitely.
It's weird because like I definitely get a lot of creepy men following me and leaving really weird comments and
I didn't even think about this at all. No, thank you for raising the question.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. It's definitely part of it for sure. Because I mean, I really think there's no correct way to do social media. As long as you're not harming anyone, that's all that matters. Yeah. But there's at least speaking for myself as a woman, I feel pressure sometimes that, oh, I should probably put on some makeup before I film this. Otherwise, you know, sometimes I don't care, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to look a bit more presentable. And then I like attract the wrong attention and I get people being like, oh, you're so like, are you single? And I'm like,
oh my God,
what do you think is going to happen? Like, I'm going to reply you and be like, yeah, I'm single. Like, let's this is not a dating website. I'm just like, this is my work. I'm creating art. But like, sometimes it's whatever. But I think a lot of women can relate to this when I say like, you get sexualized and you just, it sucks, unfortunately. I think I think social media could do a lot more to protect women in this way, but I also think that, unfortunately, it's a reflection of how gross the world is. Yeah. And like, there's a lot of good people, but there's a lot of weird people out there. And it's a bigger problem beyond social media, unfortunately, that people feel comfortable doing this. Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah. I being new to TikTok, or just, you know, whenever you make a new account and what the algorithm kind of, maybe already because it knows that I'm like a man of a certain age, it probably thinks like right off the bat, oh, you'll probably like this kind of stuff. And then I'm always like, man, and I'm not even saying like it's always the sexual stuff, but just the whole general idea of like the whole concept of how the world is according to this specific social media platform. It's always kind of like, I don't know how to say it, but kind of disgusting or something. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been on Instagram for quite some time, and whenever I get there, I even get like optimistic sometimes because I'm just following all these very inspirational things. And then whenever I go on TikTok, I don't have TikTok on my phone because I don't want another thing to dive into.
Yeah.
But whenever like I posted something and I get a glimpse of what other people are posting around me, I'm like, damn, this is wrong, man. This is not good.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, and that's also where I get starting to get the idea of like, do I still want to be part of this party?
Yeah,
But
right.
No, I hear you.
I know.
It's a tough thing to deal with. Like trying to make it on social media is a very impressive thing to do. I think that's also like
Yeah, you have to confront a lot of insecurities about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what if you
well.
can relate to that?
Yeah.
Like, just why do I care what this person thinks? Or
why
do I feel like I need to reply to this hate comment? Like everything. It's
No, because in the beginning when you start social media, the gurus also tell you to keep replying on comments, to keep conversations. Even Instagram tells me, oh, if you keep replying, then the post might do better. You know, even Instagram pushes you to do this. You know, but then if you get like horrible comments, like sexual comments or hate comments, it's like, do I want to answer on this just to fuel a fire? You know, I mean, it's I have to say no in a moral standpoint, but for traction and for algorithm purposes, yes.
Yeah, right.
I had a video I posted, I think, yesterday. I already had it posted on like a trial reel, and it was doing some numbers, but then I started reacting on some haters, and then suddenly I saw the numbers go whoop. So it is weird because at one point, I don't care about
it's
the
not
numbers.
a very supportive environment.
Yeah, but I does put the video for people that might like my music or like what I'm doing. So then it's like almost that I'm almost saying that rage baiting is the only way to grow.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just something I don't like to figure out.
Yeah, that's how all the clickbait stuff happens, unfortunately. There's so much rage bait online.
Right. Yeah. But because we don't live in a time anymore where you can just like grab your guitar and be like, I'm singing the song, this is my song, and people were like, whoa, that's so cool. As long as there's nothing shocking on the videos, like best. Do you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's attention span is going down, and we're all, like, ironically, like, we're all just becoming more and more numb in this like fast-paced world where we're being fed so much information every day, and like, we need to be shocked just to pay attention to something, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. Necessary evil. That's a good term to use for how I feel about social media. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, I wanna wrap this up, and I wanna end on a positive note.
Yeah.
So I just please tell everybody where that you can find you, what kind of music you have, and what you have going on for yourself.
Thank you so much. Okay, so you can find me on Spotify as Alexandra. I know that's not helpful. So find me on social media first as on TikTok and YouTube. I'm Lexi Dewi, Lexidewi.
I'll make sure to put it in the screen.
We'll,
Thank
put
you
it on
so
the screen,
much.
yeah.
I'm going to be so annoying. And like on Instagram, it's not Lexi Dewi yet. It still sounds like Alexandra.
Okay.
I'm going to change my handle as soon as I can. I'm waiting for some Instagram settings changes. But anyways, Lexi Dewi everywhere. Yeah.
Any songs coming up that we can wait for or look out for?
Nothing coming up right now, but working on it.
100%.
Stay tuned to social media.
Thank you so much for being our guest.
Yeah. Maybe we can do another talk about, maybe zoom in more about haters with you.
I would
love to have you
Or
again.
about women on social media. I think
would
that's
love
also
Yeah,
very,
possibly
interesting.
lovely one. Do you have any? Because I know sometimes you have these lovely statements on the end of the podcast. Do you have
Yes.
any knowledge of something happening to you last week that you can share?
No, this time I didn't really pick up anything, but I did come up with an idea this morning. We are living in the worst time to be an artist right now. So if you have a feeling that things are not really going your way, it might not be entirely your fault. So just be a little bit nicer to yourself and cut yourself some slack.
I love that. Be nice to yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, then
So
thank
cliche,
you again.
but-
Dani, thank you for being here. Alexandra, thank you
Moanzy.
for being here.
My pleasure. I really loved this conversation.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me.
Hopefully we got everything.
See you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Bye, guys.